This morning the mist that watered the garden was filled in the crater.
Yeah. Yes, you're getting a shot of this maybe down through
Yes, I am.
Yeah. A good point. Yes, good point. Very good.
See this beautiful acacia trees?
Acacia, yeah.
Yeah, can you stop? Can you get that in 4K?
We are.
That's nice. That's really good.
Yeah.
Good eye, yes. Yes.
We have a multinational, international safari today. We have Tanzanian, Ellie, American, Jared, Bulgarian, Christina, and Stan from Mars.
Well, that's not international.
Interplanetary.
It's fun.
And Nairobi,
Yes.
at 9,600 feet, is that square. That square, 9,600 feet. 9,601 feet is the next square. 9,603. It's a contour map every foot. And what makes that in the middle of the marshes there and the springs? It's not natural, it's man-made.
Sasa imetengenezwa na watu na si natural. Sasa issue ni kwamba hizi contours.
Yes, yes.
Are these made contours or just sasa nacho kijiji hapo.
Yeah, there it goes.
Sasa mnachotaka hii ni barabara au ni nini? Barabara.
Nasema ni tuweni kimetengenezwa ngazi kutu.
Si hapa, hii si hii kwa sababu
Right.
Mpaka saa hii.
The contours are there.
There.
Yeah.
Right here, this corner.
eh,
Iko na
Hapa.
maanisha
ndo hii kitu inaonekana hivi, sio kwenye hapa.
this
Hapa
part
na
is
here.
And
that part.
no, not on there.
Yaani inatokea
Yeah.
kitu cha namna hii.
Ni ya mashimo yale mashimo si ya mashimo gani au?
Na nadhani
Au si mashimo haya.
no hiyo sio boma
Sio hapa. Hapa jinsi ilivyokaa hii hapa anaiona kama kuna square.
ndio.
Nishaona. Sasa
lakini
hii
what-
ni square.
na sio
What makes it
ya na sio ya nini.
natural?
Nasema ile haikuwa natural.
For sure we don't know exactly according to what we see
Right.
here. But
We have
I know
we have equipment to tell the altitude,
yes.
and so we know what altitude to go to. We will find it if we can get in there on foot.
Hii kwa jinsi ilivyokaa hivi mimi siwezi nikasema
Hata
kitu gani.
ya.
For sure we cannot tell exactly what is here
Mm.
according to the image we see here.
Right.
But what we know Elerai, and also we know Nairobi village, and also we have a certain depression that you can walk and then you go down, then you
Yeah.
go close to Oloyolengai.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, we have very
the
hard
beginning
gas.
of the depression.
Yes.
As you go downhill.
Yeah.
There is a mountain here.
Yeah.
There's a mountain here
Yes.
and one here.
And
all
then
three.
you go down there, and then later you can go back to the
To
mountain.
Yeah.
Yes, we have some gorges around there, but I don't think according to the image with the gorge, because here it seems to be something like is made feature.
Yeah.
It's like a man-made feature.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because of its exactly square type of measurements.
Yeah, and that's what
So
makes
the
this-
dimension can tell us that it is something done there, unless otherwise.
That's what we want to do. You have a
Yes.
village near there.
Yeah, we
That's
have a
right,
village.
and this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
The village.
Sorry.
Because
Masai.
we normally say probably we have some infrastructures for livestock. But
Possibly.
yeah, possibly something like that. But the image does not tell us
No.
that it is something like a building or whatever. It could show us is
From the shots, from the
Yeah.
orbit, from satellites, we
Yeah.
didn't see any buildings.
yes,
Just
That's
just
right.
the water holes or
Okay.
the springs.
yeah. So
But the people who live there would know
yeah,
something about it.
yeah, it is something about it. We want to ask you some if exactly there is something there according to the image. It's a bit confusing us to see that it is a big one. It is a man-made, but we don't know exactly what about that.
You know the depression I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And it's been there for a long
Because
time.
I know here at Elerai here,
Yeah.
where you have, is where our boundary is between the Ngorongoro and the Ngorongoro Conservation Area. The
Serengeti or
no. And it is within the Ngorongoro district, but it is out of the.
so we have to get permission from the Masai to visit the area or what?
No. The old places which are within the NCAA, you can visit according to our rules and by making payments. But also the other clans we have, they can exit on that point by walking to Lake Natu. Why their vehicles will cross here and then they will be collected on other
Right.
side. Yes.
We have made several activities like here, Olduvai, Laetoli, Ngorongoro Crater,
And Chitati.
and that.
And to here,
Yeah.
where the three trees.
Okay, the only thing that remains to you is to pay the walking.
Who do we pay that to?
We have paid everything.
Yeah. So there is no other payment.
Yeah. So how can we get there? Because they said that this is mud road to access here.
The road is clear. We have the road.
It's
Yes.
clear now.
Even at the moment outside there, as I have other clients there, they will be on that way to Nairobi.
Why
By,
are they
by,
going
by,
here?
by this way here or this way?
They are going the same way. They are
Oh.
this way. Yeah.
All right, so we follow. Let's see, where's the? So we're here.
Yeah,
and we
you
come
follow,
along.
yeah.
Along like that up to there,
No,
up to
this
here.
way. Yes.
reach from somewhere.
Well, that's going the wrong
One on
side.
Right, yeah.
But we want to go this way. So are you, is your client going this way? Or is
This
he going
is
this
the full
way?
way. Hii ni full.
Hii hapana, hii hapana.
So, this one.
Lazima apite hapa.
Kuna hii.
Hapa. You follow this one.
Hii imetombolewa, magari yanapita mpaka kwa shuleni.
Sasa hivi inabidi-
Kwa sasa hivi
Za shuleni ni karibu sana.
Hapana. Njia sahihi ni hii ya wageni kupita. You know exactly that one you will go along the adjacent Empakai crater. And then from Empakai crater there, you will go ahead where you find the village. Then from there you will
Oh,
find
down,
yes.
And go again back.
Yeah. At the
Right.
end of our boundary is from there where you start to walk.
We don't need to go down there, but we need to go to the depression. to the
Right.
depression
The
here.
depression.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I want to ask if there is any kind of feature that it has can be seen on the image. Yeah, it's a bit confusing to me because
Kuna msitu
from
This is big gorges.
si ndio ile unaenda mpaka unashuka unaelekea
The gorges are here, right? Here, going down like that. Here, gorges here.
Gorges.
Yeah, those were three rivers came from up.
But that's
No, well, yeah, but the three rivers that went that way, all tore the ground up to make the gorges you're talking about. It was a lot of water that came up through there. It was the largest fountain or spring, the largest spring in the world at the time. But this is many thousands of years ago, and it just blew up like that from the volcanoes and the magma. You know, the hot stones heated the water, and it came up through there, and it cooled over here and cooled off, and then down here so that people and animals could drink the water. But it was clean water, it was pure water, not salty or soda. Glad to meet you. Mimi ni Stan.
Mimi ni Paul au Paulo.
Oh, Paul.
Yeah, yes.
Good,
Meneja
yes.
utalii, mamlaka hifadhi ya Ngorongoro. Tourism Services Manager, Ngorongoro Conservation Area Authority.
Thank you. So
Good,
glad
sir.
that you took the time to talk to us and to help us in our trip up to the north.
Yes, you're most welcome.
We'll show you where we want to go. I understand that it's very wet, and so maybe you can tell us a better way to get what we want.
Yes.
I have a few things to show you. First, let us look here. We, where are we on this map right now? Where are we standing?
Yeah, standing here.
Yes? This is Sopa,
Yes.
and we are here.
Yes.
Now, okay. We're at Sopa, so we're thinking to go up this route here and around, and as far up there as we can go, and then track it the rest of the way. What we're looking at in this particular map is about 1.7 acres of wetland. And when we do the
Small pond. It's like a pond or a wetland.
it's a wetland, wet grass, but when you contour it, it's square, it's man-made. And that's what we want to film and see, and to talk with the Maasai about, did they make it? Who made this square thing? You can see it from satellite. And this is part of the mystery we want to know. We know that a lot of water used to come up from here, from underneath, came up, and then down these gullies. It made the gullies. And there was one, two, let's see, down here. This formed a river that went out around Madagascar and back. It circled Madagascar. 4 rivers we're tracking, but they all came from this spot. I'll show you in the computer in a minute when we do 3D. You can see what we're talking about.
Okay.
This altitude is about 10,000 feet on the rim, but down in that spot, it is about 9,630 feet. It's about 400 feet lower. And so that's what we want to get to, and see the soil and talk to the locals. I understand that normally the tour guides take their clients
around like this.
As they're going to Mbakai.
Yeah,
This is
Mbakai.
Mbakai
Yeah,
crater.
yeah.
But again, there was a route going
The
this
old
way,
route,
the
yeah.
old route.
The road that we.
Yeah, although it's very difficult and cumbersome because of the rains and the gullies. Yeah.
Well-
But it's passable to a certain extent, and then the rest you can do it on.
We talked to a man yesterday, a Maasai who lives up in this area, and
Yes.
he told us the same thing, that it depends on the day.
Yeah.
It's, I think a week ago they had rain.
Yeah, a week ago. Now it's fine.
Well, we'll do the
You
best
can
we
go
can.
as closest as you can.
Okay, okay. All right, now, I'll show you here and then we'll do it on the computer. That spot, when we contour it, 1 foot contours, we see this. And it's such an unusual thing, it can't be natural. So we suspect that the Maasai maybe made water for their livestock, I don't know. Or maybe in World War II, when the Germans were here, maybe they made something. And this is the mystery we want to solve in that particular place. This is I think that's about close to 10,000 foot line, right on the edge of that. So, do you see any problems other than the wet roads and ruts that we'll have to go to?
Actually, we have no objection of you going to this place.
Thank you.
So you can equally go.
Do
to this
we need
place.
to take a ranger with us for safety?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
who will be
it
coming
is.
with us, do you know?
Erasmus Limo will be joining you for this
Erasmus.
expedition.
It's a good name, Erasmus.
Yeah.
All right. You can see why when we contoured this, it just, what is that? Now, because it's like this, we thought maybe this was a slope down into that for the livestock to go down, drink, and come back. We may be wrong, I don't know. But that's what the mystery is. We want to solve it now. We're going to show this for the American TV audience to say, look, from orbit, this is a mystery. But with your help, we go down on the ground and inspect, and then we will be able to solve the mystery. So it's a segment of what on earth is happening down there, the question. But it will promote, along with all the rest of the film we were doing, the whole Ngoro Conservancy. And we want people to realize that this is not just Africa's Garden of Eden, it is the original one. We've been able to prove this from old records, that the 4 rivers of Eden in the Torah, in the Bible, the Old Testament, they did come from here and go down and surround other countries. So point by point, we've been able to prove that that is. So you can tell people as soon as we've finished this that we have now proved that you are the original Garden of Eden, the only Garden of Eden.
Yes.
And we want to hopefully get some shots of flowers, beautiful things. We've already had a lot for the trees and an elephant stopped by to see us, which was good. But we have never seen on the internet or on American television what we saw just driving here. They don't film the trees and the grass and stuff. They only want, and people have no idea how beautiful this is. The whole thing.
Yeah, it is indeed very beautiful.
Oh, we're going like this, you know, all the time. So, okay, now let's see if we can share over here. Thank you.
And what is the connection with that location that you found? Why did you look at that spot? Because you also just discovered through research that that location was the...
Oh, right. In very old Hebrew language, which is not, most people don't see this, we found that where it said a river came out of Eden to the garden in the east, all of this, the Serengeti, was the land of Eden, but the garden was here, where God created man.
Placed Adam.
Okay, now, everybody said, well, where's the river coming from in Serengeti? I mean, how can it water all this? It's too high. Then we found in the old writing that it says the river came up out of the land, like a spring.
Like a spring.
And so when we measured the area of that, we realized that it's a huge volume. It's bigger than the Mississippi River by about 10 times, or the Congo is big. And so it came up, it was hot, from the magma, the volcanoes, you know, underneath it's hot.
Fontaine.
Yeah, but it wasn't, it was so hot it wouldn't be pleasant. But it came down here and set up a lake here.
Depression.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the depression.
Yeah.
When it got to a certain height, it flowed down here and down into the crater right here. And then, oops, that's all right. So, the interest is to find the source of water that no one could find. People who have been doing this, trying to find Garden of Eden seriously, have looked over in the Middle East, in Iran and Israel. It's not there. They say silly things like the Persian Gulf. They found cities under there that are buried in water. So they said, that's where the Tigris and Euphrates came from. But you can't run water uphill. The Tigris, Euphrates go down there, so they have to come from a high place. At 10,000 feet altitude, it is so high, so much water came out of there that it created the channels that would break the original land masses apart. And so Pangaea, you know Pangaea? That's what broke Pangaea down. People are arguing already about, oh, that was too long ago, it's 100 million years. But the dating they use is radiometric dating. And it is flawed because they're assuming the speed of light is constant, which it is not.
It is not.
You take it back to the Big Bang, and it was 10 to the 60 zeros times faster. I mean, unbelievable speed, which reduced the age of the whole universe and us. So looking at this event here might be squeezed down to about 6,000 years ago, okay, instead of 100 million years. When we assumed that as our basic premise and built on that, we were able to find this place and to prove every location. Kilimanjaro was part of the writing, the pathway, the hot volcanic stones, and Oldoño, the mountain of God. In the non-biblical sources, like in Arabic sources and Muslim sources, they talk about the mountain of God, and people say, no, it's in Jerusalem. No, it's not. For a long time here, the Datoga even knew this was the mountain of God. So we are very pleased, we're very excited about this because it is a major finding, an adjustment to our view of history here. So we're hoping this will be good for you too.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
It's a new study you're bringing into us, and it might enlighten us and the entire world of the wealth that we have in this area.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
incredible wealth. I mean, yesterday we were just driving along, going up to the lodge, and we were this far, maybe from here to the door, and an old elephant is sitting there eating, and hi, how are you? And we open the window, and you know, right there.
Yeah.
And I think we were probably the zoo, and he was the visitor looking at us.
Yeah.
Anyway, now, let's see if we can look at that in 3D. And you'll be able to have a new destination for clients to come and see.
It is.
I don't know how you get them there,
Yeah.
but maybe improve the road or something like that.
Yeah.
But that spot, even though we might find the mystery of the square is easy as like a livestock pond, that's just a side issue. The main issue is that's where the water came that created the continents before the flood and the breakup. One day I'll have to show you the rest of it. It's, we found a big asteroid that caused it. This is outside room 44. You might say it was a damp and cold and foggy, drizzly day as we headed up to the top of the Ngoro Highlands Plateau to an altitude of 10,000 feet to investigate the mystery of the square contours.
Thank you.